And this was the decider.
All right, let's see. Sentinels on defense, Gen.G on attack. And Gen.G are normally good for, I mean, a hell of a lot, to be honest, on their attack.
Defense the last times that these two teams clashed, but there is footage out there. And another thing to note, Brent, Gen.G won all 6 pistols last time.
Yeah, that is the main point. That is very true. It was 6-0 in terms of pistols.
Something that's got to be turned around if you are Sentinels. Heading into these series, they've mentioned that they're putting a lot of focus on themselves, not too much on the counter-stratting. I think that might be wise as well.
Sentinels want to be proactive. They had one person over towards short. He bailed after he got spotted. Now they get to like the 1 minute mark and they want to go searching. And as we can see, against no Sentinels, pushing like this is very, very good. Kill trip, really hard to shoot. No way! It did the extra damage. We started off with a trip kill.
Here it is, though. It slows down Gen.G to a
That's so sick.
In through the back of the site, though, and there's the response, the return of firepower. Zelsis left to pick up those pieces, but already a site has been gained and
oh my goodness, the shock dart trades. Yeah, big 2-on-2. Love the instant reposition from Zekken.
To grab this spike. Zekken's gone to make the play, wrapping all the way around. He's got a Sheriff favored for long-range fights. And that shock not quite as successful as the prior.
When do they get their
He's been
recons?
locked out and has given away his position, and Caron, new to the big stage, so aware, but he's
Oh, that timing's a little bit unlucky.
From ranked to rookie to tier 1 stage to the chance to lift the trophy, Caron looking like he might
Recon goes in, he can let that go, and then we're going to have his own recon.
Finding it difficult to really get himself into the position. Second, walking wide. Now the dart finally ready, clearing.
Wait, he made so much space in terms of the timing.
And tick against them, a face from all of them. On top
Ulti.
now, Sassy versus Lakia.
Nicely done from Lakia. Yeah, he's out for revenge. There's another pistol. 1-0.
And another one of those pistol rounds going the way of Gen.G. The individual skill on this team is so high.
That's so
see this ridiculous opener for John Cutie. Clearly anticipating an A-split from coming through. Sentinels simply couldn't capitalize on it. Lakia, one of those players with a lot of focus on him.
First Cypher trip kill. Maybe in like a Masters. We had one in, I think it was Pacific as well, over towards the B site in kickoff.
Our most recent, looking in incredible form.
Looking like he wants to have that second shot of revenge. I mean, he's already got it the first time in the upper bracket. Now a chance to
isolated.
Really
oh, that was nicely done.
Play here with a util. Kills happening on multiple sections here with Mito.
Yeah, I like the crunch over towards here. Yeah, this is not too bad at all. This is a spike.
Quarters combat might be in order, but again, there's that long sight line, and team's finally coming through with the right clicks. Finally, left clicks getting it done. Shot dust pulled out, maybe a bit frantic.
And the guys over towards A main bailed, but there's still the pressure from A main because they were there. Spike down. No matter what, it's good damage.
Feels a little bit like a con was missed there because the spike was dropped, and yet Tens is going for a repush elbow, almost anticipating that Gen.G would pick the timing to rotate.
No, I don't even think this is a com thing. I think this is smart.
Has Tens read this play
perfectly,
though?
I think it's very, very smart.
And the rest of Gen.G are coming towards him.
Because they're going to imagine that, especially when they were A, they're most likely close fighting this. Lovely shot from Munchkin, fully on this. Still think the idea was great. Would be hindsight to say he could have played it better in terms of waiting, but...
Just more unlikely. Zelsis with the Outlaw. Everybody dies in a single shot, but it's a 1v3.
The cleanup from Munchkin here was good, because this was actually a little bit, it was getting a little bit scary, to be honest. Still not a bad round, in terms of damage done. How much damage does a trip do? 5.
That was a dismantling. One that had Dappling claiming full responsibility for the choice to end up here. Had no choice whatsoever when it came to the grand finals, with Gen.G having that double map back. Heading into the bonus round.
Okay.
Meteor not too far away from being able to get close to his Euro.
He was vulnerable, so it did 10. Oh, that's true. He was in a Viper molly, right?
Even the information alone, little jump up, Zekken.
Yeah, he's pushed up deep here. Not too much to support him, not too much to trade him, but he sees it, hears it, and there's the kill.
This is a good punch from them as well.
But it's offset.
Meanwhile, while that happened though, 10.
Fast-paced increase here from Gen.G. Happy to just play for that pick, play for the orb, and now slow it down once more.
and not prioritizing the orb on Meteor, as I suspected they might, to try to get the dimensional drift online. Instead, just going
I reckon
for
that was a
texture.
nice shot.
And Sen have been picking these kind of timings in the first 2 rounds.
Dragorex, thank you so much, man. Appreciate the 5 months. Thank you, thank you.
See if they can get some more info. Instead, though, Zekken and Zellsis doubling up over towards A, anticipating that this would be a re-hit. Just confident that John
50
can hold down the other
seconds.
side.
Camera to get early info. That's why we're holding strong over towards A. Double kill trip.
Positioning assassin, he's having to watch.
This kill trip's nice because you can shoot through both walls and you're going to know if someone's pushing towards you this way. No one would wrap around this way, really. It doesn't really happen. But I like this setup.
With his rifle. Might have to try and put a stop to this one, but it's difficult. Well, adversaries to try and overcome here. Still not showing his hand.
Recon goes in, does get one scan off.
Oh,
the wall covered so much though. Lovely from them.
The trigger straight to the dome there. Sassy dropping into the back of the site. 2 left standing here for Sentinels. Disadvantaged position. Gotta watch that one though.
Nicely done with the ADS. Meteor 1v2. Gets a spike, and I mean, he gets a plant. Gets a plant, no TP. As his ult, but nicely done from Zekken. Yeah, it's great shots. In terms of Gen.G, should be happy with the amount of damage done, though. Damage done, plant as well.
In the upper bracket final, when these 2 teams played against each other. But you can't keep Zekken down for long. What we saw him do to PaperX, he tore them to pieces. 3 out of 4 of the maps, he was clearly the best player in the server. Dominating not just on Raze, as he has been doing all year, but also finding his form and his footing on Jet, especially with rifle in hand. The timing on the cloudburst dropping, just giving him the perfect moment to deny the plant. And grabbing 2 on the back of it as well. Enormous play, and also demonstrating once more, Bren, that Sen are looking to play this defense aggressively. Not at the beginning of the round, not trying to force the fight, but looking for those mid-round timings.
The 1 second, sorry, 1 minute to like 50-second mark at the moment is like been the time when they've gone proactive around the map. And I think that makes the most sense. Again, no Sentinel is one of the better maps where you can actually push and take timings like from 4 avenues. This one, definitely different though.
The double push coming down halls. Great distraction play from Sassy.
Yeah, and this just looks like a whole set strat against the Yoru ult. So this isn't just like them overall macro changing up. This is just like a micro thing of what they want to do against the Yoru ult. Play 1 person here heavy and double push. The problem for the problem for Sentinels at the moment is Gen.G have so much stall in terms of the plant that they gotta go fast. Good news is they took down the Viper, which is like the main issue.
We cleaned up there with the trade still. A tap. No one forced out wide.
They got info, so they didn't have to use the Astra Suck yet.
Given the info, texture. Now the emphasis placed on him. A dash to the side here, but a pull on.
Perfect timing.
Onto the spike. Could be a big difference maker. Could be a massive one, in fact. Gen.G have got them surrounded on almost every single front right now, picking them apart. The threads
this is so hard.
It's
so hard to play against. You kind of can't let them plant. They played this very, very well, especially this guy over towards A main that got info, so they didn't have to use the Astra Suck. And then just the lurks everywhere once they had done that as well, just pressure all the way. And then person over towards A main was just spotting. Still like the idea from Sentinels, it made a lot of sense to do what they did against the Yoru ult, but yeah, I mean. And this was the afterplant util without the Viper. That's why it's even scarier.
And he essentially did that just all on his own.
Yeah, exactly, Tenace.
And once you're in an afterplant situation and Gen.G are walking all over the space,
in theory, they killed like the best player to stop the afterplant util, and it was still too strong.
Look as good here as on some of their other maps.
Definitely tell it's a map that's just been, less honed over time.
Sentinels, hero gun, that's it. And Gen.G have a chance to get a lot of their econ good, because their econ's still low, right? The rounds are still been relatively close. So if Gen.G wanted to use ults into this round, even though it's an eco, it makes sense because of their money, right? This prioritization of their econ.
Yeah, you can see it being pinged out here actually on the mini-map. And so they're expecting the stack to be over towards mid and A.
Incredibly deep positioning here. Hunter's Fury going to be offloaded from this particular position.
And there's one of the ults that we said.
Turning it so you can get a kill, but only the 1 tag, spotting out the positioning of Zellsis. Interesting usage of the ult, but with 50 seconds left now, Sander make
Good luck to John with the classic. Astra ult used as well, so yeah, this is why they're using so many ults. Munchkin, if he gets a plant, uses his, gets his Viper ult as well, we'll see. They get a free sight, so they might not feel like they need to, but they could definitely get close and do a good ult where you can hide in this corner if he wants to. Yeah, similar things. That's 3 ults used against an eco, so Sentinels will take a bit of a win in terms of just that, especially if they can get some damage done. Imagine they lose it.
The first one, but again, a lot to get through. It's murky territory, a blight onto the B site with that pit, but they really wrangled control of this one. They found Charon, but again, Munchkin is the player that needs to fall to really stand a chance into this one. Yes, it doesn't cover it. Texture alive and kicking, working his way around.
Oh my. Good luck. What are the pings like? Not a believer. And he didn't even swing. He doesn't even want to give him an extra gun upgrade. But they saved the gun, like they had a hero gun anyway. 3 ults, no deaths, 4 upgrades. Yeah, I mean they use the ults to try and get a clean round so that they can keep all their money good. And yeah, couldn't have gone much worse. And all that happened was, like, do you know what was a step too far in my eyes? The Viper ult, right? If you look at, say that this is the Astra ult, Viper ult goes in, it just blocks all the vision, right? It now means that the worst guns can get close range. So the Viper pit really wrecked him, in my opinion. So I thought he kind of maybe wasn't going to use it, or did the one, like, covers here. In fact, he did the one in the middle, just blocked 2 bits of vision. Just gave him a path all the way around the back, especially with this wall.
Basically is.
And after that, full up eco on this. We got 2 hero guns and we got knives. And dude, look at Sentinel's monies, because they got their 4 upgrades. That is such a savage round. That's the biggest like impact round you could possibly have.
Good info for his team.
That's fantastic info. He's going to be hearing the scurry of the footsteps from Munchkin, maybe even seeking to punish.
And that's great info, even if he doesn't want to push.
Yeah, good maneuvers.
Yeah, especially at the 50-second mark, gets the info, makes this info to his team to rotate. Issue right now is the fact they could go back through door, but
has got to be careful here not to overflank. He just needs to play to contain. He grabs one.
Shot.
And the heads will roll before that space gains. And guess what? Gen.G just sent rattling now. All the way. The movement looking clean with it. Texture's got something to say. Still, only 1 blade left.
Astra picks up the spike and is going through door, and this is close. I think because he gets the gun out. He's just got it. Yeah, not too bad at all. 1 star.
Charon, though, is going to be able to reposition slightly, and Tens is weak. Really weak.
Oh, guys. What is the spacing there? Oh, no.
And he's brought it to a 1v1. Yes, damage has been done, but this guy, ranked to superstardom all the way on the grand stage, he does not see.
You can't give this guy. You can't do that to this guy, man.
Again, slow walking onto the angle. The noise
just playing time perfect on this.
Entirely, it could just come down to chance. Cloudburst straight up into the air. Zekken diffusing. Drops down by taking a 1!
Nicely done. So we have an impactful round the round before, and here we get a 1v3. And yeah, spacing was too much, man. It's not good enough.
That's an absolutely monstrous, heartbreaking 1v3. And the aim and the precision is pretty natural. It's just, you do not see that. With a Phantom at long range, on breeze, ripping off heads. Yes, the timing on the trade is not perfect. It's not a double swing from Zen, but they don't expect the guy to be holding that and winning that.
Charon is just that guy. I mean, he just seems
okay, money's still low though, because obviously round was close. So there's 3 people that can't buy next in terms of it getting a full reset, and money's still pretty good for Sentinels, even though they got wrecked in that one.
Gets all the info he's looking for. Possibly seeing multiple targets. Now the Hunter's Fury of his own. That is going to be let rip, and look at the target.
Yeah, that couldn't have been any better.
What a perfect counter to what Gen.G were
Yeah,
going
it's actually
Miraculous
something
from
that
Sen.
most teams do in Breeze, especially as they never really go
aggressive in
tube
other
when there
places.
is
Ken's
Sova
gone deep.
ult.
He's
It's
gonna
like
be
one
able
of
to
those
hear
unwritten
rotations.
rules. It's
I think
just like,
that's such a
especially if a
pivotal
Sova
part
plays in this
for
area
Sen
all the
playing in
time,
this finals.
and most others do,
Gen.G
because
love
you can
to
kind of just
rotate around the map on their
recon
attack side
like
and
this
their
for each
defense side,
way.
getting people into
Like
good
a lot of
positions like
time
that
you
for
don't
info.
go down tube just because
Seems like a clear
it's
game
the
plan, just
worst place you can
disrespecting.
possibly be against a
But also
Sova ult.
Sassy really
It's a bit
playing
like
back in
it's a bit like
there. I
Lamps with
thought he
the
was gonna
Brim
get
ult.
overwhelmed.
Yeah, literally that.
You saw him get the tag onto
Nismo,
Meteor,
hello mate, how we doing?
and I thought that Sen were
How
gonna
we
get
doing,
baited
man?
into
I
the
need
fact
to watch
that
some of
there
your
was only
games.
one there.
I need to find time
Clearly,
to watch some of your games.
a
Hope you're doing
better
well, man.
read
Hope
than
everything's
it
going well.
appeared.
Thank you for the Prime as well.
Hunter's Fury obliterated them.
Few layers too. I mean,
The
Celsius,
save,
the
so
bodyguard,
Sentinels are
so
just having these rounds where they just
no punish
get
in
like
sight
the
when Sassy was
best cash
ulting.
injection. Like it gets a little bit close and
Very
then something
solid
mad
stuff.
happens where they get like 4 gun upgrades and all everyone just stays alive without
Gen.G are
taking
just gonna
any
go for a
damage.
save here.
So,
After Caron got them a 1v3
let's think.
to start there.
1,000 on
Economy
this, so that's a
flourishing.
2, that's a 1,
making sure it dampens
and
just
then
slightly.
straight up
I
reset.
don't
So
know whether they saw Zekens
I mean, this is a
operate in this
buy,
round.
and then
They
this
didn't
is
really
okay
interact with it
buy.
very much, because he went for the peak double doors at the beginning.
Logic,
I have a
thank you,
feeling
thank
that
you, thank
Gen.G
you.
don't
Appreciate that as
know
well.
that this
Thank
is
you for the gifted.
online. You can see he hasn't even shot a bullet.
Yeah, I'm doing good,
So
Nismo,
that
man. Doing good,
could
bro.
certainly be another twist in the tail as
Need
we head into
to
the next.
need to watch some of your games. I hope Prack and stuff's been going well as well.
Able to check the money at least in the follow-up now into
Dude, they
this
had a
round, but
molly on top of this as well. It could have gone way
well,
worse.
It's so lovely, especially
vulnerability as well.
Yeah, it could have got the other person, to be honest, as well.
Real
Logic
nice.
as well, another gifted. You're just giving the whole
Second, he's
Sentinels
gonna be
team
here to
a
try to receive this hit if it
up.
comes
Respect.
through A.
Okay, so Munchkin takes the hit on this one. It is just a low buy. We get the Yoru ult, which seems like they always go over towards A. Because every single time when Gen.G have Yoru ult, they go over towards A, they get the good plant, and they can just know that once they get the plant in this comp, it's just done. So knife goes in, doesn't stop them from changing their plan. Sentinels again having an anti-Yoru setup. And they're ready for this. Yeah, they've done some homework here. Last Yoru ult, they double went over towards tube. This one they just go heavy middle.
And this is brutal. This is brutal. You're going to end up having pulls on this. You've got people running.
Coaches,
you know,
yeah, coaches can hear their
lineups that he
teams.
can throw.
Can hear all the team comms.
Offside
And
post
this
plant's
one's
buy
going
time
to be
for
too
post
much.
plant lurks to come
The
through, but
interesting
this
thing is
like
Tens is
Gen.G.
ult.
Sen are not in a position to play this quickly. They have to clear so many areas and then put pressure so deep to punish Karen and Munchkin.
Hey, KO ult goes in, so there's a bit of time pressure right now.
Quite broken. Reveal onto multiple
And the Viper realized that's why the util's been used out early, so Viper can help duel over towards A main, double flank coming towards middle. Sticking this. Look at that Astra timing. Astra so far away. The Astra suck at the most perfect time again. Vision block. Oi, nice shot. Yeah, nice shot. And this was good as well. Astra was just so far away, didn't get hit by the KO ult, and then again another well-timed Astra suck. And the afterplant util is so good. It's awesome. It's almost like if they have a Yoru ult, they can't lose the round. It really is like that.
If you remember back to the defense side pistol that Sen ran on this map against Gen.G, they flash peeked second in Meteor, dodged it, got the kill. I'm just getting flashbacks of that again. The Gen.G players are
Last
so
bullet, yeah,
skilled
it was
and
actually
demonstrate
really
that
close.
all year.
Look at this, man.
You think you haven't dead to rights, you simply do not.
Slight edge being held.
Got the trip behind this as well, so Viper doesn't need to worry too much, can kind of just stay. And I like this as well, trip over towards here. Most teams commonly go push through here, so you kind of got a kill trip and then you got a camera as well, which is spotting middle. So I like this setup from Sentinels, means they can heavier lean over towards A. Money's just great from everyone, really. Gen.G, I mean, actually saying that, Gen.G would get wrecked.
Let's just go even.
That's a good trade though, taking out the Viper. That's a massive win for Sentinels on this round. Vossi, thank you with the Prime. Appreciate that. Thank you. Welcome in, new member. And a Kavka as well with the 9 months. Thank you for the Prime, bro.
Not a far back position. He wants to hold them before they can even get themselves into the choke.
3 smokes as well.
Potential setup. Waiting for the sound cue, doesn't get broken.
Yeah, and it goes into the deep corner and just means they can dodge it over towards here. So they have good timing. Maybe an Astra ult's coming in, similar to where you would do the...
If they can play in front of the Cosmic Divide, oh, Sassy goes down.
Head rips clean off.
Yeah, Astra ult directly on this, so that's their kind of backup on this one. Shout out to Texture playing anti-flash the whole time, by the way. He was so ready for that. They are, like, a lot of these players are really on top of what's going on. Good plant goes in. Astra has stars for the Astra suck once again. 3 of them lurking over towards middle. And Sentinels just want to save.
Having lost the Viper early on, to still be
I mean, honestly, maybe they should do some damage, but...
Pretty excellent. Gen.G, we're talking about the fact that their composition, honestly, they're happier with it on the attack side, or at least people expect them to do more on the attack side with this comp. And that was what blew us all away when Sen played against Gen.G last.
Who got the first kill on site? That was huge. Was that Meteor? That was a nice shot.
Fast execs with the Jet and the Yoru. Celsius would love to keep the weaponry.
It was Meteor. It was savage. Came up on radar. Pretty sure. I think this other guy saw him at window.
One left, slowly being hunted. Push back. The enemies and adversaries, so they do keep at least one gun into the round, but already you're looking at almost similar scenes here. Here's that opening when they try to re-clear out through.
Bro.
An unbelievable shot onto Munchkin, but the trade's still coming through. The level of quality in terms of the rifling in this match is unbelievable. But we didn't get to see it in the upper bracket final between these two teams. Sen talked about, Kaplan in particular mentioned, the atmosphere was bad when they began that game, and they crumbled on split. It set the entirety of the series off on a bad note, and Sen, though they tried to...
That's why they're so close to their monitors? Yeah, I didn't see much of him.
Now we are actually seeing Zekken, Tens, hitting really nice shots, bringing it to the Gen.G players.
Tarek's getting offered to weddings? What the...
Prepared Gen.G are rather than just running over them with the individual.
I mean, he is wearing a suit, right, apparently. He could just literally fly there. Doesn't have to change.
Man, how difficult that is, because Texture, Meteor, Karen are all...
He's ready
for it. The best players in the world right now. In terms of form, they might be like all 3 in the top 5. I don't know who else you would put up there, because you watch Texture, Meteor, or Karen in a 1v1 against anybody else in this tournament, you have to favor them.
Yeah, you do. I mean, they're just cerebral. The way they move.
Will I come to your wedding? I'm sure you're a lovely person, but man, I want to try and avoid weddings. I just hate wearing suits, man. Like, not going into it again, but it's just not me. I hate wearing shirts as well, like buttoned up shirts.
Making moves now towards mid though here, creeping once more and crawling.
It's a kill trip, but with no one really to play off it here.
Like I'm telling you, if they forced coaches to wear suits, man, I would have been out of there earlier.
Just spotting out these trips, kill trip lucky. Wait a second, John QT is there onto the angle in time.
Astra luck towards mid deep. Oi, the timing could have been much worse than that, to be honest. Look at what's going on. That's a okay. I was going to say that's a clone, right?
It feels like they're in a really advantageous situation.
They are in a good spot, but look at this guy. Oh, okay. Wow, they're really on top of this. What a weird round this was. This is Sentinels really on top of how they like to play it in terms of, like, he likes to line up. He likes to use his lineups from here. Yeah, that was an impressive round from Sentinels. It looked so weird. I mean, if you look at the plant down and you just watch everyone over towards here and here, you're thinking, damn, this is the weirdest round ever. But they get both of the lurkers, and then just realize they dealt with the pressure everywhere other than sight.
But it's this repush, not looking to try to go for the retake at all, fully waiting to try to flush out Karen and Munchkin before they ever go towards sight. It's a great adaptation. It shows that they understand how Gen.G are playing the
lurks on lurks, yeah. They're actually getting a... This is a pretty good... Considering how good Gen.G's attackers looked in the past, this is a good amount of rounds. Not that we feel too confident because we watched their attack last time, but it's actually not too bad at all. Considering no pistol as well. And Zekken really has a good timing over towards middle. Does get spotted though. Does he get another? Damn, nicely done over towards here. Sassy managed to duel out, bail him, and I mean everyone just came to the rescue. This is a 2v5 though, spike down. Everyone reacted pretty faster from Sentinel. I just don't think they're going to think Astra's here, right? Did I miss a camera getting broken?
keep their eye on almost every single
Oh
angle
boy.
here. Guess what? Plenty of backs facing away from them. Caron, it's majestic. And just like that, turned away, ripped away. What should have been a slam dunk, Sen left looking in every possible direction, barely able to get it.
Damn, bro. This is a 2v5. Karen is a beast. There's been a 1v3 and there's been a 2v5. That is, yeah, that's pretty savage. And a pistol. Like that's a lot of impact rounds. Karen involved in both of the big runs as well.
They read it, they react so quickly and get into positions where their players can pull off magic like that.
Yeah, he had really good timing.
Second glass cannon operator. You're watching here as he tries to take contact.
Man, this team is stacked.
Dodging that initial wave of utility. Won't be too many targets.
Now, once more, Brent. Sassy drones out through B main, making it feel like perhaps there's some level of aggression happening over there. They're trying to prompt the reactions out of Gen.G. But this team is so smart. They wait for a full commitment before they decide to do stuff like that. And Munchkin's the playmaker actually here, making his way all the way up through halls. It's not a full commitment on the A split just yet.
Not quite.
Trying to make a play or get some info.
Does like to take the initiative though. Player to watch for here.
This is a pretty good round though from Gen.G. It's waiting for some aggression. They get one and started over towards Tube. Can hear a lot of rotates.
Twice about it.
We can see it's going to be over towards A. What are they? One away from overall.
Hoping that they make a mistake.
No real reaction though from Sen. They're not going to get baited into defensive aggression.
Yeah, and we need to keep an eye on this because this one pass and pressure from Tube might be too much. Nicely done from Zekken. Now he's scared because he can't face over towards Tube. And Viper. Oh, they pivot over towards B. But Zellsis is held strong. I mean, Zellsis wins this round.
Who's reinforced with John Cudy's utility.
Players haven't budged, snared into space. Celsius hearing that one broken. Now
oh no, now I'm nervous for him. Why do I talk?
He's worked
fine, right?
Into the back of the side again. Back to a reload. Oh my! 7 seconds left with the spike drop down.
Yeah, Celsius wins this round. Why was I even nervous?
Indeed they are. Fine. No chances here in the final round of this first half.
I tell you what, chat. That's a good score, to be honest. Considering how dominant Gen.G's looked in their other attack showings on this map.
Gen.G
actually decent.
This map when the sides were
it's still lost.
1v3,
2v5, man, it could have been a lot better. But
he had to kind of adjust in mid-air, and Celsius caught him, plucked him out the air like a butterfly.
These guys have to win a pistol, man. In terms of just Sentinels against Gen.G, it's 7-0 in terms of pistols. They haven't won a pistol against Gen.G yet.
Thank you so much. Wow, what a way to start things off. But let's just jump right
it's great improvement. Well, let's see what their game plan is like on attack. They should play slow.
It was kind of, your choice, pick of the litter here, Hypoc, because Zekken, this kid's putting on a show today.
Yeah, I mean, just looks so clean time and time again in these high-pressure scenarios as well. Last alive here, they're like back against the wall to try and find a bailout round to really try and recover.
They could go fast on pistol if they want. I don't mind. I always separate pistol, eco, fast buy. But.
And it's ridiculous because this guy just turned 19 in his first international final. He had that birthday while he was here in Spain, and the journey for this guy has been long. When we first saw him internationally, he was only 17 years old, playing with Exet on stage. At the time I talked to, his parents were there with him, going along to Istanbul, but they've been with him the whole way. This is a picture from Americas of his grandma out with him, supporting in the crowd.
Why is it halftime and sometimes not? I mean, there's always 2 minutes break halftime. It's just whether you get interviews or wherever you get the desk.
Final, and really in that discussion for best player in the world.
Yeah, what's so impressive here about Zekken is just not only does he carry himself like an absolute pro, but the man is just so meticulous in the server, Hypoc. But he's going to need to continue to output more if this team wants to get back.
You got the drop? Nice. What even is the drop today?
people on the other side, Texture and Meteor to really overcome. Karen obviously being the clutch master on that controller role. Zekken's definitely going to have his hands full today if he wants to continue frontline versus this Gen.G roster.
Gen.G's post plans got them a great half here, but their comp also excels in their reads.
You got the drop, but you don't care what it is.
To bully Sentinels out. Gen.G looking strong in this first map.
Yeah, it's going to be very, very difficult here for Sentinels. And for Gen.G, hey, it ain't going to be a walk in the park either. I'm expecting some fireworks in this second half.
And coach is talking halftime, yeah. The drops work on mobile. No idea, actually. Big Bad Beard, thank you with the 2 months. Appreciate you. Thank you for sending that as well, mate. Thank you very much.
Yeah, so now 7 out of 7. And heading into
We got 6 yeses and 1 no.
And this is the half where we saw Sen
Okay,
have no
1-0 with the
success.
pistol.
Kaplan said that they came in with an anti-strat that they thought would work, but called it wishful thinking in hindsight.
Always Meteor just taking that fight straight up.
Is that what he said in the thing? I mean, that's pretty cool.
At
At least he's taking the head on that one.
And now this drone's really going to make it feel like it's a commitment into
To Wazba as well with the Prime. Thank you very much.
I think this is looking more like
Thank you.
where you rely on the
And
fact
we
that Zekken has
are,
horse
yeah,
control.
we're heavy, trying to pressure over towards B, especially with the wall committed. And they've taken so long that the TP from Meteor has run out. And they catch him in the rotates, and yeah, you have to walk now with Yori without the TP. And they take care of the raid boss. Second gets involved in that one too. Ace. He wants it.
10 spots him.
Munchkin spotted. Ow!
Okay, nice. Yeah, that's. You got the assist at least. Alright, their first pistol against Gen.G.
Put on the board in the rivalry that's blossoming between these two teams.
Much better played though. Fake over towards B in the pistol, and normally people in terms of Euros will only buy 1 TP, and they can kind of make sure that it's over towards B, or at least the time goes for the initial Euro TP to run out, and then they just go back over towards A. Much better game plan, instantly from the pistol.
Every single box to me. Learning from the failures of before.
Why are you guys desping? 7. You guys are acting desp because of the 7-1 pistol, honestly. I respect that.
Clearly doing that prep work here. Now the orbs can be farmed up, granted for
Any
them.
excuse.
Not too much pushback, of course. Got to be aware. There's always a chance that they could fight back.
There's a slight
sure.
bit of danger in this round, Bren, because Meteor managed timing the recon dart that Sassy threw into mid, I believe. So they have no idea that Meteor is positioned this deep, but no one on Sen looks like they want to get into that area at all. Sen running a default looking a little more like when Loud played against Gen.G, not going for the early round group ups in A main, but happily now grouping up together to make sure that they can trade out the lower eco players. And like I said, I don't think they realize that Meteor is this deep.
Meteor going for walkabouts to face early on.
Yeah, and that's the cue to go for the A players. That's okay, the Lurker was the only person with a Ghost, so they don't pick up a gun. Yeah, and Karen always... Oh, I was going to say, Karen always plays inside this smoke, so love to see that they've done their homework in terms of flashing that one.
Still left to stand here for Meteor. Find that one, maybe could be a chance, but it does go down in the end. Traded with the nade, flushed out wide, and found in the end. There it is.
Not too bad. Plant as well. I'll tell you what, though, in terms of Gen.G, should be happy, but it's only 1 gun because this guy was a Ghost.
It looked a little difficult to be able to get across the line. It's always going to be tough when Gen.G have smokes that you have to play around. They're flashing into the smoke here to blind Karen. Clearly, they have a good understanding of how Karen's going to be playing.
Yeah.
I think one of the key antis that they came into the last time on Breeze was that knifing Karen so that he can't use pulls. They thought that would give them easy
and Sideshow got so good in the past year. Not that he wasn't good before, but he got so much better in the past year. He notices so much more, man.
Do we have another great strategy called here by the brain trust of John and Kaplan?
He's a grinder, man.
True as well. I should give credit to my kilt-wearing neighbor from the north.
Hi 7730 with the 3 months. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate it.
Takes a village.
This orb is so strong. This one in the middle, yeah, double vision block. And then it helps even more because you can lurk into like this extra area here now. I know you got 3 arrows there, but you know what I mean.
Get over that hurdle here. Texture.
Last split, 3 people here.
Okay. Going to be able to play anti towards that one, and everybody.
I tell you what, though.
Burst, not expecting him. He pounces up. Already just locks that one down. These Sentinel players are left scrambling and wondering exactly where these players are coming from. Texture now with the dash.
Yeah, they want some important duels at the beginning here.
Here, but how do you really overcome this? You just can't. It's just raw mechanical prowess.
A good shutdown. The only good news really for Sentinels is they got rid of a lot of
overcoming all sorts of obstacles that were thrown at them.
And I think that's an example of what was going wrong for Sen last time. Gen.G are just so good when it comes to defending the standard hits. And this is a very standard A split that Sentinels send in. Gen.G's crossfires are amazing. Karen can always play around Pyramid because he has smokes to dip and dive inside of. And then you have Lakia up towards stairs, Texture in that gutter. They've always got
big buy rounds, and I'm pretty sure Gen.G are fine in terms of their econ apart from one person who is this, and the knives are relatively close. Speaking of knives, Second has his own. His money gets pretty good.
Overstretched, having to run around halls.
Yeah, jump spot heard. Real opportunity for Zekin to get that punishment. You are right, it is that weakness. That's why they have to put bodies
much
into
better.
A
Ooh, okay. How ready is he?
Ready for this one here. Is it going to be cleared? It's an off-angle.
Lakia was super ready on this one. This was good as well in terms of the double push, meaning that his mate could just watch this, so he didn't have to. He could like hard focus on this angle, right? So he had his mate covering him here.
Have info in that area of the map. Meteor going for an info peek. When they're up
still though, John.
Got their backs turned.
Yeah, do they expect John? Texture is so on that, bro.
John QT Sassy out in the open. Done into the back of the site, and it is traded and clean.
This is a 2v4 into a 2v3. They get the plant down. Viper's still here. Wall is pretty good as well. I mean, Wall is really good, to be honest, for this after plant. And he has one Molly. Molly flash nades. Might be waiting for this recon. I don't know when he used it.
Does not have the orb on the spike. They can see that over towards mid. So he's probably not playing post plants, probably on site with 10s.
All up. Reclear. Just feeling unsafe, but they do take control of main once more.
Yeah, and it's a good plant for them. The issue is, yeah, Astra is still here, so vision block. Might have to be a spam. They got a nade for this, but
it's got to do it all.
Does have a nade, but still he's got to deal with this. And what a play to make. Texture so damn aware, but there's the shot still. Will the nade land in time? Lakia's sticking. Spam, damage!
Oh, that is sick, man. That was so close. Nicely done from 10s. 2v4 from them, really cool.
That is cold.
Yeah, they had to take a lot of map control, and that was very nice.
And make sure that you have additional damage. What a 1v3.
Yeah, how many bullets? So he had 12 bullets here, 8 bullets, 7. Then what does that extra 1 bullet hit? And then it's solid nade. That was great from him. It was incredibly close.
He's drawn the game back 8-8.
Yeah, and that forced them down to an eco. We got a knife Sparky. And dude, next round's gonna be wild, man. We got a lot of ults on defense.
Letting that one slip away. This time, Munchkin going wandering.
Tagliers, thank you so much with the prime, bro. Appreciate you. Thank you.
Always a dangerous spot.
Oh, not like this, man. I swear, every time I see people in this spot, they just get so much.
Taking a risk on a round like this where you have lower economy is absolutely worthwhile.
Who was it? Ardis? Ardis against someone played here. Got the first kill, Yori TP back. That's what I'm remembering in my head.
And he'll hear them early enough to call those.
Someone checks it though, right? Someone would check this.
With the bucky.
Got a drone. Sassy, you've got a drone. You're going to check that. I mean, they're not even going to go there, to be fair.
Here still wants to hold that close angle. The dart broken. It's going to be pulling players, actually. Reaction out of Gen.G, thinking that, okay, well, his presence there, but now the drone adds another level to it. A bit of confusion into the camp for Gen.G, wondering where the hell are these players landing with 40
40-second mark, and Karen has started to walk over towards here. And Karen? Dude, it never gets checked, man, I'm telling you. It goes past like the 1 minute mark, no one checks this.
Removes him from the fight, A main control. Granted and gained, tucks it up and doubles up. Now with the drone over, an attempt to punish Karon, running.
Big Joel.
Oh
man, yeah, spike down on this one. Nicely done from Gen.G. Gotta shout out Karen again with the push. Karen with the push and the Bucky. Bucky kills everything.
That's the value of Gen.G taking risks.
Yeah, the risk over towards here. Yeah.
You won't see him do it often on a rifle round, but what a timing to do it. And Lakia, he gets the perfect glimpse of TenZ right before that. But also, they had no idea that Caron had already pushed down through halls and was in this position.
Yeah, so their first swing was just tunnel visioned on that other guy.
For sure, because they just had no clue that the Astra was also ready, holding Lakia's back during the drone. And just like that, all of TenZ's good work in the 1v3.
Aaron got the round-winning shot. Yeah, he also cleared all of this info, so the guy knew that once he got the Bucky kill, like that was it. That was the only person here.
And from watching Gen.G, they love using
and I mean, after that, the money's decent. It's not out of control. It's decent.
Hello, huge pick.
Okay, and Sentinels can now definitely relax. The chances of them using this, ult is a lot higher. Yeah, and we're putting ults into this one. Sova ult comes in as well. Yeah, and this is interesting because they kind of need this guy to have a bodyguard now. The info goes in. Munchkin on his own. This would be another gun down if they manage to overwhelm. This is really bold from Munchkin.
Straight to the dome, a wider peak indeed, but this is going to be face down and sprayed through entirely.
He did so well. This is a gun for them though. I feel like we've seen this before.
Is out wide, firing that util. A pull already going to be used and utilized, but 3 players left standing now for Gen.G. Meteor already in position. A 1v2 for Zelsis. Doesn't know where they are. Wall up, reposition spots.
Oh, he flashed himself. Whoa, what the hell? Not even an angle.
Gen.G.
Okay, nicely done. Oh man, he flashed himself. Imagine he lost the round with that one.
Is that when Sentinels got in position to try to hit the B side, I believe Zekken's waiting for another piece of utility there.
This is a great shot.
He's just delaying,
Bro, I mean, he did so good.
And sets up Munchkin for the triple kill. If they had been able to move a little faster and had that set up a little quicker, Munchkin probably ends up just going something like 1-for-1. Senna in a much better spot. Nevertheless, that was an eco round for them. We come in 8-10. Rifles again online. And Sen on an eco swing round with big ults for Gen.G.
Massive ults.
This is a really big round. Everyone's pretty far away from a lot of ults.
Just Thrifty's making it nice and even. Potential chance, but overall Gen.G just holding that edge.
They saw Lakia droning through double doors there, so they should have an idea that there aren't too many players.
One thing that's interesting is Meteor's been holding on to his TP a little bit later. Like most times when I watch Gen.G, he'll send this out instantly. He's kind of realized that Sentinels are playing slow. Now Meteor is holding on to like this TP for at least the first 20 seconds. He isn't using it. It means that he can probably go back and use his TP a little bit later. TP times out over towards B now. Does he then send another TP here? Yeah, he does. He sends another TP here. This adjustment from Gen.G is very nice.
Zelsis seeking to just sow that chaos and discord into the map, at least with the pit laid down.
There's a good amount of pressure over towards here, but Sentinels at the 30-second mark should think that there's only like 2 people here, but
he has worked his way deep. Gate crash now into the back of the site, so Meteor's going to be rejoining his team, and they have reinforced that area with 20 seconds left. What is the call?
John could get a kill, 15 seconds. They have a chance to plant, but someone would have to mess up, I would imagine.
Time working against them again. Lakia to play, to do the most. Spoiler, there it is. Finally spraying him.
Time to plant this, yeah, spiked. Oh, yeah. And he kind of had time, but then he double tapped it.
Beautiful work from Gen.G.
Nicely done from Gen.G. Yeah, both times I've watched Gen.G on Breeze, they just have these micro adjustments that really work well. Pissed around when we watched these 2 teams play last time. Just Karen just switched his position from the knife being the target over towards over A. And now they realize that Sentinels are going slow. Just a small adjustment with Yoru just saving his TP. And so he's always going to be on the site once they hit.
Wiping them out.
Yeah, they're a step ahead
it's closer than it was
at
last
the moment.
Time. But it's remarkable as Sen take a timeout. What Gen.G have done with this squad. Yeah. This is not like Sen where it's big heavy hitters returning to the stage looking for redemption. Gen.G, this is a new roster. Sure, some people have been here before, but others.
What would be really bold from Sentinels here is if they go back to their original game plan that they wanted to do last time. But would be a little bit mad.
And then beating every other team in Madrid playoffs to find themselves here with map V2 advantage in the grand finals, 2 rounds away from locking up map 1. To say the pressure doesn't phase them, I think would be an
El
understatement.
Gecko,
They
thank you so much, man. Appreciate you.
on stage.
Just having fun. They're happy to be here.
And now it's going to happen. I'm
Absorbing
just
it
going to
all.
highlight this. I just want to see if he's still doing the
Yeah,
delayed
this is the
TPs or
pressure.
after a timeout
Probably
if he's
would've
going to
gotten some of these
insta-do
players a little
them.
bit ahead of time when they're playing against the top, at the time, Korean team. That was DRX, even in just the kickoffs. I mean, Gen.G, this is a squad that was put together, and really, a tremendous
Last
amount
mid
of
take with the
doubters.
recon here.
But they have slowly but surely knocked down every
Yeah,
single
so
obstacle
what are we
they faced
saying?
and
First 20
more.
seconds, he holds on to his
Now the pressure is
TP.
on Sen's side. They've taken this tactical timeout, and it's going to be for this round. This is them
Might not
forcing
even
up,
use it on
trying
this one, to
stop
be honest. He's
Gen.G
on
from
the site
getting
where
to
there's only
12.
2.
Little jump peek there in case Texture was on the angle.
Especially not now as they see the wall. Split
Denied.
coming in, just has a readjustment over towards site.
Looking to try and split themselves into B. Now there are players
He
here. Great
ate
dash
that
forwards,
flash.
wins
Nice
that
little flash
It's
dash
all
on this one.
combined and
Munchkin has to do
calculated.
everything.
Munchkin
There
lays
is
it
an
down
ult in the
hits.
sky.
Dropping down in this position. He's already found Zelters. Where's the follow-up? Where's the follow-through? It's not there.
Man, this guy's a
No,
hero in
supporting
big
unit was
rounds.
supposed to just
He
prop it up
really
and
is. He's
divide
doing
up the
so
entirety
good.
of the side, and now a tasty morsel has been claimed with the spike drop down. The advantage again, rolling its way to Gen.G. It's Sentinels that are forced to react.
Unbelievable play from Munchkin.
Yeah, he's
How he's got the awareness and the composure to do
doing
that.
great right now.
Boggles the mind. This is an almost impossible spot that Zekken and John find themselves in.
Gen.G are not giving him anything. Diligence off the charts here.
No crumbs.
Slight jiggles onto the angle, never overextending.
Yeah, look how patient they are.
Remaining.
Just knowing that
Texture.
Munchkin
Three
can
shots
just play
fired
next.
here,
No one has to
potentially
do
catching
anything. Then obviously
Nicholas
when they
over
get the
wide
spike,
again.
then the others
GenG,
can
that was
play.
his only chance, but
There goes the
second
op.
is
Yeah,
there.
they might have
Op
overstepped a
down,
little bit.
still
Let's
18
see, can
left,
they
and
do with
have to
this?
deal with Munchkin. Smoke down, grabbed and out. Dash forwards, but Munchkin again. They weren't expecting it, right?
Nicely
From
done.
behind.
Yeah,
The IGL Oasis.
always good for one. Mr. Monster,
And
thank you
credit
so
where credit
much.
is due for
He
this
played it. He
guy.
played it really well. Yeah.
Munchkin, one of the players with the most international experience. He's been to these events before, but guess what? On a completely different team. And the deepest runs he's
Rupert
ever
as well.
been.
Thank you with the 6 months, man.
9th to 10th.
And now finding himself
What a beast.
pushing up with an ace to get to map point in the first of the grand finals. And not just any old ace, not an eco ace, in an incredibly important round under so much pressure.
Such a
Lifting, running
that's such
towards
a
his
casual
opponents, making a mockery
stand up
of
and
them,
give it.
setting
Okay,
up the
4
force up again,
chances
but
for
it's odds and
Gen.G to
ends.
close this one out,
It's not
and the
looking strong.
Yoru is now changing it up when aggro over towards short, then instantly took his
Scraps,
TP once
Pure
he
scraps.
ate a knife or something. I'm not sure. There's some kind of
Dragging
util
into
here.
that
We
territory,
pulled him
doesn't stand a
back.
chance in this round against Gen.G.
So ever since the last
I think
time
we
out,
found the
he's
most
been changing how
successful
they've been
in
playing
trying
the
to
Yoru as well in terms
find
of 2
people,
people
push
over towards
people
series,
into
no longer the
aggressive positions,
rotate.
but that's almost
Man, I'm
impossible
really
to
impressed with
feel
GenG.
good about
Been
lurking and then taking a 1v1.
doing a lot of good
If your
stuff.
player has, you know, a bulldog or a stinger even,
Yeah,
you just don't feel favored.
contacting as well onto these angles with texture, opping. It's apparent, it's known.
I actually fully think that Gen.G, after the second timeout, thought they were just going to start hitting A again. Pretty sure that's what happened. Like, I thought they actually... Their coach maybe thought what I thought, that they might go back to their old original of trying to head over towards A. Because Karen's no longer playing A where he would get hit by the knife.
Dashing and away for one blade left. And the second needs that rejuvenation.
Sure.
He's got it, but instantly again, Karon, the trade is there. Fundamentals
That looks
of
good.
the bloody chart for Gen.G, and this is it, surely, with the map pushed into the positions, already there. Clone revealed the position, flash through into Fox. Sassy's out wide and
Oh
alone.
man,
Scared for his
they're
life,
good.
too much to deal with, too
They're
much to
good,
deal with.
man. Fair play, that was sick to watch.
Gen.G lead
It
the
was really cool.
charge here in our grand finals of Madrid, taking map 1.
Yeah, their breeze is nice, man.
Looking calm and collected, doing it too.